Hello friends, the topic for today is a quicksort. Quicksort is a very important algorithm, or we can say quicksort is a in-place algorithm. We do not require any extra space. Okay, the heart of the quicksort is a partition. Like in merge the heart of the algorithm is a partition merging. Okay, so in quicksort, given an array, we choose an element from anywhere. It will be last, or we can say it will be first element, or it will be random choosing. So we can choose one element. Okay, so given an array, quicksort take an element, and now it will take an element and put it the right position. And the left side is all the element is lesser or equal to, and right all the element greater और इक्वल टू. ओके, सो क्विकसॉर्ट में क्या होगा? क्विकसॉर्ट में हम कोई भी एक एलिमेंट चूज़ करेंगे, उसको हम पिवट बनाएंगे. वो पिवट एलिमेंट को हम इस तरह पार्टीशन करेंगे कि वो अपनी राइट पोजीशन पे आ जाए. जो पिवट आएगा राइट पोजीशन पे, उसके जितने भी लेफ्ट साइड में होंगे वो लेस देन होंगे या तो इक्वल टू होंगे, एंड राइट में ग्रेटर देन होंगे या इक्वल टू होंगे. देन वी अप्लाई द अगेन इन लेफ्ट सब ट्री, or we can say left list quicksort. We choose an element, pivot, and put it into correct position. And we choose an element from right side and put it into correct position. Okay, this way. This can be understand with the help of example. So we firstly understand how the partition algorithm is work. Okay, this is a partition algorithm. We take an array like this. One indexing of array 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. In this algorithm, we take the choosing the pivot element from the last, or you can choose the element from right, left, or middle, or random anywhere. Okay, so we choose a pivot element x is equal to 7. Okay, because x a of r is equal to x, so we put a element x equal to 7. Okay, or we can say pivot. Okay, we choose an element pivot, and I is equal to p minus 1, then I is pointing here, I is equal to 0, and j is equal to p, j is pointing here. Okay, j is equal to p to r minus 1, j is finally j is going to index number 7. Okay, so we choose, condition is if a of j is less than the pivot element. So 9 is less than 7? No, it is 9 is greater than 7. Then we increment simply j, then j is incremented. So j, 6 is less than 7? Yes, 6 is less than 7, then we increment I. 6 is less than 7, then we increment I. I is currently value is 0, so we increment I is pointing to here, and exchange a of I with a of j. Okay, then we exchange a of I with a of j. Then 6 is here and 9 is here. Okay, then the array is looking like this: 6, 9, 5, 0, 8, 2, 4, 7. This is a pivot. I is pointing to here and j is pointing to here. Then we increment j. J is pointing to 5. 5 is less than 7? Yes. Then we increment I. Then we increment and I and swap I and j. Then 5 is here, 9 is here. Okay, so J is responsible for scanning the entire list, and whenever it's find the element of J is less than pivot, then it will increment I and swap I and J. Okay, so फिर J is incremented, element of J is less than pivot, yes, then we increment I and swap I and J, then it will 0 and it will 9. So new array is 6 5 0 9 8 2 4 7. Okay, so I is pointing here and J is pointing here. Increment J is greater than, A of J is greater than 7, no, then increment J. A of J is less than 7, then we increment I, I is pointing here, and swap I with A of J to 9. Okay, so new array is looking like this: 6 5 0 2 8 9 4 7. Okay, then I is pointing to here and J is pointing to here, then we increment J. Okay, when we increment J, then A of J is less than pivot, or we can say X is equal to 7, yes, then we increment I and swap A of I with A of J, then it is 4 and this is 8. Okay, then A of J is, for loop is over. Why? We reach the maximum position r-1 index. Okay, then exchange A of I plus 1 with A of R, then we exchange A of I plus 1. I is pointing here 4, so 6 5 0 2 4 9 8 and 7. Currently I is pointing to here, and this is my pivot node, and J is pointing here. When for loop is over, then we exchange AI plus 1. A of I is 9 is exchanged with A of R. A of R is 7, then it is 7 and this is 9. Okay, then return the index of AI plus 1, then it will return the index of 7. So all the element of left subtree is lesser than or equal to, and all the element is right hand is greater than or equal to. Okay, this way partition algorithm is work. Let us understand partition algorithm with one another example. This is an example, like this is an array. We choose one element. First we index the element 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. We choose first element as a pivot node. Pivot is equal to 11. Okay, and I is pointing to p minus 1 is I is pointing to 0 index, and J is pointing to here of 1. Then J is less than pivot, no. A of J is less than pivot, no. Then we increment J. J is less than pivot, no. Then we increment J. A of J is less than pivot, it's true. Then we increment I and exchange A of I with A of J. Then 9 is here and 13 is here. Okay. Then we increment. Then I is pointing to here. Then J is incremented. Now J is pointing to here. Then A of J is less than pivot. It's true. Then we increment A of I and exchange A of I and J. Then we increment A of I. Then I is pointing here and exchange A of I with A of J. Okay. Then we increment J. A of J is less than or equal to pivot? No. Then we increment J. A of J is less than pivot? It's true. Then we increment I. Then we increment I and exchange A of I with A of J. Then 8 is here and 13 is here, like this. The new sorted list is like this. New sorted 9, 5, 8, 19, 12, 13, 7, 4, 21, 2, 6, 11. And J is pointing to here and I is pointing to here and pivot is this. Then we increment J. A of J is less than pivot? It's true. Then we increment I and swap. This is 7 and this is 19. Then we increment J. J is less than, A of J is less than pivot. Then we increment I and swap A of I with A of J. Then it is 4 and this is 12. Okay, and I is pointing to here. Then we increment A of J. It is not less than. Then we increment J. A of J is less than pivot. Then we increment I and exchange A of I with A of J. Then it is 2 and this is 13. Okay, again we increment A of J. A of J is reaching its maximum limit, r minus 1 index. Okay, so A of J is less than pivot. Then we increment A of I and exchange A of I with A of J. Then we increment A of I with and exchange 6 with 19. Okay, so new array index like this: 9, 5, 8, 7, 4, 2, 6, 12, 21, 13, 19 and 11. Okay, and I is pointing to here and pivot is pointing to here and J is pointing to here. Then we again, for loop is over. Then we exchange with A of I plus 1 with A of R. Then we exchange A of I plus 1 is 11 with 12. Then it is giving the right position of I plus 1. All the element is left handed is less than or equal to, and all the element of form right handed is greater than or equal to, and it will return partition with index element. Okay, so you understand how the partition algorithms work. Okay, so let understand how the quicksort is working. So quicksort algorithm is like this. First we apply the partition algorithm, then we again apply the quicksort on the left hand side, and then again we apply the quicksort algorithms on the right hand side. Okay, let's first understand this algorithm, how we apply the quicksort on this algorithm. Okay, let's say this is a index of the element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there are 7 elements. So we take quick sort of 1 comma 7. Firstly we apply the partition algorithm, okay, of 1 comma 7. It will return the first element correct position. Okay, so this is a pivot element, pivot, and I is pointing to 0 and j is pointing to here. So a of j is less than pivot, no, then we increment. A of j is less than pivot, no, then we increment. A of j is less than pivot, no, we increment. A of j is less than pivot, yes, then we increment a of I and exchange with a of I with a of j. Then 1 is here and 5 is here. Okay, then I is pointing to here. Then again we increment j. A of j is less than 4, it's true. Okay, then we increment a of I and swap a of I with a of j. Then 3 is swapped with 7. Then again we increment a of j. A of j is less than pivot, then again we increment I and swap a of I with a of j. Then it is pointing to 2 and there is 6. Okay, then a of j is reaching to maximum index. For loop is over. Then again exchange a of I plus 1, a of I plus 1 with a of r. Okay, I is pointing to here and we exchange with 4 with pivot. Okay, so this is a right position of 4 is equal to 4, so it will return 4. Then we apply the quick sort on in array element A. P is starting with 1 with q minus 1. Q is equal to 4, then is 3, and quick sort on 5 comma 7. Okay, this way we built a recursion tree like this. Then again we apply the quick sort on the we apply the partition algorithm 1 comma 3. Okay, so where we apply partition algorithm 1, 3 and 2. Okay, I 1, 2, 3. I is pointing to 0 and j is pointing to here, and we choose an pivot element as a is equal to 2. Okay, so here we check a of j is less than 2. A of j is less than equal to pivot, it's true, so we increment I and swap I with j, a of I with a of j. Okay, so this is a correct position. Then we increment j. A of j is less than pivot, not, so for loop is over. Then we again swap a of I plus 1 with a of r. Then it will 2 and it will be 3, so it will return the partition is equal to 2, so it will return index is equal to 2. Then we again apply the quick sort of p. P is 1 and q minus 1, 1 comma 1, and again we apply the quick sort on q plus 1 is equal to 3 comma 3 r of index. Okay, like this way we again apply the partition algorithm 5 comma 7. We simply apply the partition algorithm and it will return the index. Okay, we do not apply the index, it will return the index 5. Okay, so we apply the quick sort on 5 comma q minus 1, q 5 comma 4. Okay, then again we apply the quick sort on 6, 7. Okay. Quicksort on 6, 7. Then again we apply the partition algorithm. There is one mistake. Okay, can anybody guess what is the mistake here or not? Can anyone? There is no mistake. Okay, you can go correctly. Then we apply the partition algorithms on 5, 7. Okay, so there is a condition where p is less than r, but there is not p is less than r, so we cannot apply the partition algorithm or quicksort algorithm here. Then we apply p is less than r, 6, 7. Then we apply the partition algorithm here. Then we apply the partition algorithm of 6, 7. Okay, it will return the index 7. So we apply the quicksort on 6, 6 and quicksort on 8, 7. So this is a recursion tree of a quicksort. Okay, so what is the space complexity of a quicksort? So the height of the tree is equal to the space complexity of the quicksort. So how many function call is here available? First, second, okay, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So there are 13 function calls are required. So let's understand one concept, how we calculate the depth of the tree or height of the tree. Okay, let's say if the input size is n. Okay, if the input size is n and we divide the element in such a way, it will divide n by 2 and n by 2. Okay, then again we divide the element in n by 4, n by 4, or again we divide the element in n by 4, n by 5, which means we divide the in balanced way. Okay, it is a balanced tree. So height of the, if there is n input, then the height of the tree is log n. Okay, you understand or not? So in best case, when we divide the element in equal half, then the space complexity of the space complexity of the quicksort algorithm is log n. Okay, but when we divide the partition in worst case, like there is an element 1 and we divide one element is left hand side and one element and another element is n minus 2 is another hand side, and again we apply the element 1 and n minus 4 this way. So height of the tree is grow as much as order of n. So space complexity is big of n.